Hello, my name is Catherine Lemon and I'm a junior at Central Michigan University majoring in music education. I have been marching bass drum and the CMB for the past 2 seasons, and I am so excited to come back for my 3rd season as section leader of the drumline and bass rank captain. I can't wait to finally meet all of you in person for those of you who are new to the audition process, and I'm so excited for this up and coming season. This video should tell you all of the information that you need to include in your CMU Drumline Audition video. For all official information in regard to arranging for an audition or submitting and compiling all of your audition videos, please see the General Audition Information Packet, which can be found on the CMB website. If you have any questions about anything mentioned in this video, do not hesitate to contact me or anyone else on the leadership team. Our contact information can be found at the bottom of the document that was sent out with this video. If you do not have this document, feel free to email me and I would be happy to send it to you. We recommend usually picking at least 2 instruments to audition for, but we encourage you to let us know any or even all instruments that you may even be mildly interested in playing. This means that when you're recording your videos, choose a primary instrument, so the one that you're most interested in playing. For example, let's say that I really want to make the tenor line this year. That means that I would have to prepare all of the exercises listed under tenor drums in the Drumline Audition packet. If I was also interested in auditioning for cymbals or bass drum, then I have a couple choices when it comes to my 2nd and 3rd choice instruments. I could either A, just verbally say I would also be interested in playing these. You could B, just record a couple exercises from each instrument, or C, you are more than welcome to record all of the exercises from each instrument just like you did for your primary choice. We're giving you this option because we know that recording these videos may be a little bit cumbersome and time consuming, so we want to keep this option open to you for you to choose what is best. And this also helps us to see all of the instruments that you may be interested in playing, keeping your options open. When recording your audition video, although we do prefer to hear them on real instruments, we completely understand that many of you don't have access to real drums at this time. So playing these exercises on drum pads or even clapping for cymbal parts will be just fine. For each exercise, make sure that you are marking time and playing along with the metronome. If you do end up playing on a real drum or your drum pad is a little bit loud and you have trouble hearing the metronome, then you are more than welcome to play your met through headphones. If possible, it would really help us out if you labeled each of your video segments with the name of the exercise and the tempo that you will be playing it at. You can do this in whatever way is most comfortable for you, but it could simply just mean saying the exercise title and tempo before you start to play. Now, don't feel like you have to record all of these exercises back to back in one long continuous video. That is not the case. You are more than welcome to record each exercise separately in different videos, and then at a later time compile them all together into one video to send to us. Just as a note, if you are auditioning for cymbals or bass drum, feel free to choose whichever part you feel like best suits you, but just make sure you tell us what part that is in your audition video.
Hi everyone, my name's Joe and I'm going to be the snare drum rank captain for this season. I'm going to be running you through the requirements for what we want to see in your video audition. If you have any questions about recording your videos at any point, feel free to reach out to me or anyone else on the leadership team. So most importantly, we're going to want to see both of your hands on camera if possible. If you're auditioning on bass drum and have a bass drum for your video, you'll only have to show us your dominant hand. For these videos, make sure that we can tell you're marking time. You can mark time however you're most accustomed to doing it, just as long as we can tell that you're internalizing time while you're playing. We'll touch base on CMU's mark time technique more during band camp and when we're all together. Feel free to use whatever technique you're most comfortable with. For snare drums, we do use traditional grip at CMU, so if you could play using traditional grip, that would be ideal. Don't focus too much on trying to emulate any sort of specific technique that we do. We just want to get a feel as to where you're at. We'll break down technique in the hands for each subsection after the line has been set. When you record your videos, don't worry about a sticks in or sticks out or up or down. Just start and end in playing position, and try to mark time 4 counts before playing so we know where you're starting. And then please use a metronome and play the exercises at like tempos within the given range in the exercise packet. Don't feel like you have to play at the highest tempo, just play whatever speed you're most comfortable with that range. And then for anybody auditioning for quads, if you don't have a tenor pad, reach out to the tenor rank captain Connor and we can figure out something so that you can audition moving around the drums as well as moving or standing and playing. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing all of you really soon.
Hello everyone, my name is Connor Michael and I am the cymbal rank captain this year. This entire portion of the video is just going to be pertaining to cymbals, so if you're interested in auditioning for cymbals or a little bit interested, keep on watching, and then if you're not pertaining to you. But so I'm a second-year cymbal player. I'm from Rochester Hills, and I'm super excited to be rank captain this year. Helping me out is Kristen, who's going to be our squad leader. And so through this whole video, we're going to show you guys some of the basics of what you need to know for your audition. If this is your first time playing cymbals, don't worry. A lot of us, when we came in, had never played the cymbals before, but here we are. So we're just going to be going over some of the basic things you need to know for this audition, what those notes mean, so we can get moving forward. We understand that not everybody has a pair of cymbals with them. Obviously, they're not usually like your household item. So if you do have like paper plates or anything you can put on your hands, that would help a lot. And if you don't, you can always just use your bare hands to do the normal positions and clap as if you were playing the notes. So going over some basic stuff that you need to know for your audition. Confusion about the notes. On the audition packet above the cymbal music, there is a little key that tells you what everything is. So if you have any questions of that, you can either contact me or you can look on that sheet itself. One of the most basic ones you're going to see is your crash, and that's just going to be your normal note head. So for your crash position, you're in this sash position here. So you're going to go as if this was like a sash. You could like roll it up and down your body from your left shoulder down to your right hip. That's the position that you're in. So for a normal crash, you're just going to go for basics right now. So like I said before, just the normal note. Next thing you're going to learn is a sizzle. This one's pretty basic. All you're going to do is take your 2 cymbals and wherever the duration is. Now the sizzle is going to be any note head with a Z on the stem of it. So just for however long that duration is. And then the final thing that I'm going to teach you guys in this position is going to be your fusion. Your fusion is going to be combining your sizzle back up. So you're going to go sizzle out and suck it back in. So that's going to be those 2 notes that are tied together. You sizzle out, suction it back in, okay? And the final thing for this position that you're going to need to know is a choke, okay? So your choke is anything with a staccato over it. And so your choke just looks like, so it's just going to be your coming together in that diagonal position and then choking it closed on your body, okay? Next thing you're going to learn is your hi-hat. Your right's going to be over your left, and you're going to just, as if it's a hi-hat. You want to make sure that this is staying as parallel as possible, and you want to base it at around your sternum. So you're going to just use the focal point towards your stomach too. Okay. And then the final thing that you're really going to need for your audition sheet is going to be something that we have in port. So port position up here, and they're labeled as tings. In your tings, you're just going to make a triangle formation in front of your nose, and those are going to be the notes you play with that. So if you guys have any other questions about anything cymbals, you can either talk to me or you can talk to Kristen. Our numbers are both on that information sheet, so you can talk to either of us and we can answer any questions that you guys might have. Thank you so much.